I was gonna say someday you're gonna have to tell me how the ODZ ride-on wall works. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'll have to.
There's something going on here deep in the layers of ODZ.
Oh man, it's been crazy. That thing's been working since like beta days, man. It's pretty awesome.
I don't know what it is, but dude, I had a video back in the day where I was just like rolling on the floor. I couldn't believe what was going on.
Yeah.
Felt like I was getting punked or something. Like ODZ after ODZ, ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on.
Like what? That is cool. That's kind of the feeling we're going for, you know, when people, you know, they're riding like, what's going on? What's happening? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, we have matching hats today.
Look at that.
Level 43, bros.
Look at that.
I'm sure you're level 50, but I just got this hat, so.
No, I love this hat. I could always see myself in the Peloton when I'm on the channel. All right, now we're together.
So my company's sweet.
You're saying?
I was gonna say my company's conference just started.
Nice.
At like 7 a.m. Eastern, so I'm gonna try to turn on.
There you go.
Now, when are you starting your workout?
Come on. Oh, I don't know, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay. It'll start the first interval. Are you free riding or no or working out?
I'm free riding. I'm gonna turn on Fat Max here in a second.
Yeah. So you've been doing lower cadence Fat Max for a little bit, no?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
Not really.
Okay. Hey, Jerry. Good morning to you, bud.
Jerry?
A Zwifter. Sounds like a fake name.
Right? Alright, let me start my workout.
Thing, Jerry, I get those gray bars on the side.
Yeah, I see that too.
Wonder where that's from.
Alright, I just started my Fat Max warm up, but I could push it forward whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll call it out. 2.5 minutes. We start at interval at the same time.
So did you see that air hub? That's what I was trying to call you out in group.
Yeah. I was mobile.
So
it breaks, huh?
It replaces your wheel, yeah, and it applies resistance.
What?
So it's just like Erg mode, but outdoors. Like mind blowing.
That is now that I see it.
So you can set it by percent of heart rate too. So it can connect to your heart rate. You can just do 83% max and it'll just do it outdoors.
That's funny.
It's actually like, it sounds crazy, but you know there's a lot of people that like it to ride with B group or C group or with their spouses, whatever.
And still get that power.
Still get a good workout, right?
Yeah. I remember using, back in the days that we all used to go outside, I just ride like a really big gear the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
50-12, 50-11, something like that.
That's a good idea.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
ERG, outside, you have my interest. Yeah, Jerry. I'll post the link, or yeah, it's in the group me, so I'll bring it over to the chat that we're in. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So essentially it's built into the hub, and then it applies braking force depending on the metric that you set. That's pretty interesting. Gary's just reading about Zwift's 450 million. Oh man, I feel like I want to hear more about that.
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot of money.
Equity investment?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of money.
It's not number of users.
Hey, tell me that again. Alright, if you just joined in, welcome to the Facebook stream, YouTube, Twitch. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. There's the link. Let's check it out. Venture Beat. Let's check this out.
So I can follow along.
Zwift raises 450 million. Oh, first interval. Get down on ERG off. Change gears. So 450 raises 450 million for gamified fitness to cycle past Peloton. Wow. Interesting. ODZ, you mean, right? ODZ. Yeah.
Zwift raises $450 million for gamified fitness to cycle past Peloton. Zwift has raised an astounding $450 million to expand its online fitness platform for runners and cyclists in direct competition with the likes of Peloton, Apple, and others. The money came from investment powerhouse KKR, as well as premier of specialized bicycle components venture capital fund, Zone 5 Ventures, and existing investors such as True, Highland Europe, Novator, and Causeway Media. One of the prominent gaming investors is Ilkka Pananen, the CEO of Clash of Clans maker Supercell. The investment will help accelerate the development of the company's core software platform and bring Zwift-designed hardware to market. Zwift uses what it calls an immersive and seamless experience that motivates users with fitness games and events like a virtual Tour de France. That means bringing the outdoor experience of running or cycling indoors just as Peloton is. But the company goes further by immersing users in 3D computer-generated worlds. It's kind of a double whammy for publicly traded Peloton, as it comes less than a day after Apple announced that it would do remote exercise training via its Fitness Plus app on the Apple Watch and iPhone platforms.
What?
With Zwift, folks train or compete together in the app, either on bikes or treadmills. Avatars represent you, and the simulated world takes the gradients of mountain climbs and the draft of other riders into account for your workout. The platform offers 240 miles of terrain and 10 virtual worlds.
240
miles. They can follow structured training plans, enjoy group rides, or take part in any one of the hundreds of daily mass participation events. Zwift social features help deliver the experience of competitive and communal training for users who want to ride or run together and maintain social connections from the comfort of their homes, with the user experience continually improving. This sort of activity is popular during the pandemic, where we're all in various stages of lockdown.
There you go. It's a little bit fast.
Zwift raises $450 million for...
That's better. What'd you say? Yeah.
Found several schemes.
Yeah. Onyx, for sure. Yeah, I totally get it. We all have found the seams. But yeah. So what will Zwift do with 450? Let's see.
Question. $45 a month.
Yeah.
Institute a new pricing program.
No plans to change our current pricing structure. Move to develop hardware is not the primary driver. That's good. Committed to working with hardware partners like Wahoo Tax, Ceres, and Elite. Continue to drive our commitment to inclusivity in our community and for a diverse representation of ethnic, gender, and age in our avatars. One Zwift for all.
Wish my avatar looked younger and fitter. And that would transfer to real life.
You can pay for that. Both in the game and real life.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
we'll have to see what they do with it.
And that's a
There
lot
is-
of money. That's
It is.
huge.
There is a series coming, which I think people may be interested in, on Road Grand Tours. There's a racing series coming that might be interesting.
So I ate a banana and a granola bar.
Oh, it's
Morning
quite
rides,
good.
I've been feeling starving.
You've
So
been
hungry.
starving?
Yeah. Granola bar was only 17 carbs. It was just one of those little Quaker things, you know, the kids eat.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one
Lot.
of the cyclists. Granola.
Cyclist. That's funny. Yeah. So 17. It's interesting. And you're hungry, or you feel like kind of weak energy wise?
A little bit of both. I actually do feel hungry. More hungry, actually.
Yeah.
than weak.
Interesting.
Absolutely. I had coffee too.
Yeah. You don't you
Had
rarely
protein shake before I
do.
went to bed.
Oh yeah, you trying that? I saw that. What protein is it? Is it like a casein protein, or just a regular whey
It's the
protein?
casein.
Yeah, good.
Well, the overnight protein is on order. That's the casein, but I didn't have that, so I just used the regular SIS recovery protein.
Yeah.
Mostly whey,
Sure.
I think.
Yeah, Onyx, what do you think of overnight proteins to kind of help stave off hunger at the end of the night? Onyx is into all that.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there is some worth into looking at, something to kind of take when you would normally, when you would normally have like a sugary snack, right? At that same time window. And then you would get that last bit of protein in. I guess the other way to think of it also is, what's your protein intake like the whole day? Like, we'll grab a calculator. Like, throughout a day, you're looking at something like 1.5 to 1.8 grams per kilogram. How much you weighing these days? You do it in pounds. I can convert. Simon Tabike says, in 2000,
Got some
2008.
audio stuff going on. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no worries. In 2018, Zwift got 120 million injection, and that was a short 2 years ago, and we've all seen how much they've grown since then. Smiley face. Simon Tabike. How funny, Simon. Is that Simon Pinell? 8 o'clock there? Maybe 9, actually. All right, Onyx says, I'm not a fan of overnight proteins, because they do make my gut feel pretty heavy at night, sleeping. If I get hungry before bed, I do skinny popcorn, because it's light. Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Skinny pop. huh?
John's past John's looking for that hard answer, because he can't control himself. ERG.
Skinny pop ain't cutting it.
Hey Oliver, good morning. ERG, no ERG on this. So 60 RPM in ERG is pretty challenging. So to match low cadence with higher efforts, it's pretty challenging for ERG to keep up. So a lot of our athletes in the endurance lab will get off ERG for most of the workouts, unless they're really short efforts, to be able to really work their cadence and be able to work on that muscular endurance throughout. So you'll find your ability to go real low. I still got 3 or 4 gears to go if I needed.
Well, you should say that because I was on ERG, same watch as you, doing 60 to 70 cadence.
Yeah.
Probably making it harder on myself.
Yeah. And you can. I feel like it does this weird, yeah, we have the H3. Jerry does ERG a lot of the time. And I could do it. I have an H2. I can switch over. The thing about it is it's a weird, artificial, I don't know artificial is the right word. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I'm about to go to a fat max interval. And so what you'll do is you'll need to constantly let, you'll need to constantly let or bleed pressure off the pedal in order to keep the cadence low. So I'm at 200 watts, and then what I'm doing is I'm reducing pressure on the pedal to get to 205 because I want the cadence to slow down, right? So I'm slowing my pedal speed. I just feel like it's a different move, like a different motion. So watch, we'll do another minute like this, and you can see different activation between ERG and non. And I think if your bigger goals are to be able to do this outside and be able to find this lower cadence to recover, because more and more we're finding that there is a recovery zone for every rider, either as a ballpark, somewhere between, 55 and 70% of their FTP being optimum in recovery, and being able to find that. A lot of times you're going to find it at this high cadence. Yeah, for sure, Oliver. Let us know. Do you mostly ride in ERG, Oliver, or without? I know a lot of beginner riders, or even intermediate, a lot of people who do workouts, they just get on. So without really doing anything, ERG is like thinking for me. So without really changing my natural cadence, it's releasing pressure, asking me for more cadence. So I'm at 74 right now. So we'll switch. I need to get to here. To on. Is it off? I paid for so much. I know. Jerry's also always sore that he paid so much for the ERG. It's true.
He's pot committed.
But you know what you pay for the trainer for, Jerry, is for the resistance control for when we're riding over terrain, right? Yeah. So then riding at 60, 40 to 60% controllable trainer is where you get that real benefit, right? You get that feel for when you go uphill, that sort of thing. All right, Onyx has come back. If you're looking to get more protein throughout the day, getting those proteins in, quick indigestion of proteins, or light hits of protein throughout the day. And then I think it comes back to how much protein intake are you having throughout the day, and are you light by the end of the day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell us your weight. How much do you weigh?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I just had to increase my weight on Zwift.
There you go.
The same MVP. I'm 176 right now.
176. All right, so we're looking at
It's like 79 kilos.
79.8. Yeah, we'll call it 79.8. So 79.8. Multiply that by, say, the 1.7. Look at 135 grams per day. You're working out. Trade. Yeah. It's about 135. Yeah, he's 135 to 162. The range is around 135 for John. So if you think about what we ate yesterday, and if that would meet the 135, And so what you would do is you would leave that last 20 or 30 grams for that, because essentially protein is in any form, whether it be real food or it be, you know, in the form of a supplement shake, that protein macro is going to help keep you feeling full in between meals. Yeah. Yeah, Onyx seems to got, and Onyx is really trying to get drop some weight. So he's going as low as like 0.5, and he's still doing like easier rides, but he's also, you know, dialed into, like, he knows how much, you know, weight of muscle he's got on himself, and knowing that he needs to drop some of that because that muscle's there holding up the level of weight that he has. So kind of all in perspective. So now I'm on the opposite side of it. So now I'm at like 60 RPM, and I'm able to really kind of control, almost oppositely, the power is going too high. And so then I'm adjusting my pedal pressure, like on the other side of the stroke, to adjust. And you can get really into a rhythm and kind of more constant on this end. And then the added feature for our highest level athletes is they'll do rolling courses, just like you would outside. But then you ride the workout and try to keep those same targets on the rolling courses. So we'd run like the Garmin workout on your head unit, and you'd used to run like flat Watopia, which has like a couple ups and downs. You'll get the controllable resistance, right? And then you'd have to adjust your pedal stroke as if you were outdoors. So that adds that extra layer. And I feel like that simulation kind of really brings everything full circle to what you're trying to emulate, to be able to do steady rides outside. Yeah, Onyx is coming from 300 pounds and dropping, but huge noticeable body changes and cardio. Yeah, so he's doing a lot of work. Onyx is killing it. He's definitely taking all the advice. He's got a lot of science too behind it. I need to shave off some power here.
I'm doing Fat Max, but I'm sitting at way below my 83%.
Yeah.
144.
And so that's one thing too. So the science behind Fat Max, the papers and the science where we all came up with it, and let me try to think of the name of the author. You see his face. Oh man. Come on. Steven Seiler. He's a research scientist, kinesiologist that came up with this, working with high-level athletes across the board. Cross-country skiers, runners, that 80 to 82% can range on the highest side. So for example, my actual Fat Max and Justin's actual Fat Max, for the level of riders that we are and that you guys all know we are, our heart rates are at 130 versus the 150 my 80% is. So it helps riders keep it into perspective of what they need to, and keeps a moderate effort in their workouts that allows it to be heart rate based, and makes it so that those middle rides between zone 2 and tempo don't get too hard, because your heart rate will limit them in effort on those days that your heart rate's really up, you know?
I went up to 105% bias.
Yeah.
It's getting up to 150 almost now.
Yeah.
Erg is off.
Yeah. Jerry says zone 2 rides, yep. Yeah. So Onyx has been doing some of those easy zone 2. His harder days, he's looking at the Fat Max zone that John's doing, like that 80% of maximum heart rate. And usually that's enough for a lot of athletes to get that stimulation without digging too far in the hole. Because the closer you get to threshold and above, the more time you're looking at trying to recover, and you're putting yourself in debt, as far as energy and having to replenish and all these things. So that is a consideration as well. Yeah.
I think that's why my recoveries take longer.
That intensity.
Cat 5 pop stuff,
Yeah, intensity. Yeah.
Trying to throw it on 1200 watts.
All the time.
Multiple times at the beginning of a ride.
And I think that ends up speaking. Yeah, burning matches. Yeah. But I mean, it's also what makes cycling exciting. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of times outdoor rides, I don't put a lot into them. I don't put a lot of goals in them. Unless you're kind of going solo groups or small groups, then that might be more useful. But I just feel like when you're outdoors, enjoy that, and then do that intensity inside, kind of like how you guys are trying with just the maintenance plans. It gets that really high-end stuff that you're not working on. Yeah. Onyx says, hard part is not knowing my zones. Yeah. Obviously, heart rate is one that we can all measure on. And I think we chatted about what your max heart rate could be, Onyx, and what your target could be. And I think sticking to that for a couple of weeks, I think you'll find some good gains. A lot of our athletes really find that 80 to 83% being really helpful. It allows them to get a good amount of work in and then kind of feel their body. Because alternatively, in past seasons, what we've done is have everyone do sweet spot. The problem with that, it's 90 to 95% of FTP every day. And the thing about FTP, your FTP is actually higher after rest days and the beginning of the week than it is at the end of the week after you're all tired. So at what point do you keep using that number? That's a reference number. And you start just going by feel, where some days like John today is up to 105 on the same workout that maybe at the end of a long week might need to dial back because the heart rate's all over the place. So those are considerations. But I think having that marker of fatigue into the equation is helpful. And understanding, because otherwise you just want to drain, you just want to drill yourself into the ground, right? Most people.
Yeah, I think I really enjoy the SSTs, but I think you're right. If you're doing that 3 or 4 times a week, probably get burnt out.
Yeah.
And bury myself.
You can, yeah. We'll have to see if they fixed France. France has been crashing lately. According to them, they fixed it, so we'll see today.
Political unrest.
What's that?
The New York. You said political unrest?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. High COVID numbers. People in France don't want to save their workouts. Oh no, did not see a fix for France. Yeah, I had an email saying after my crazy crash, whatever, was it last Wednesday, Jerry? Asking if I've tried it again, which seems to be par for the course. Oh, here's this huge crash that you documented. We sent out a fix. Let us know. I think there was the last statement though.
That must have been. That's what happened to Nathan and I a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Had a great workout in that crash. Whole thing.
Yep. Yeah.
No recovery.
Yeah, and it's hard to fix that fit file. And it's one of the reasons why a lot of us will always record on the head units for that off chance. and even a lot of our testing, we won't, we'll always use files from our Garmin's that have 1 second recording versus Zwift. Especially if you're using Ant Plus, there's a lot of little carryovers of the ones and the zeros as you're pedaling.
I realize that.
Yeah. Things get sticky, as they like to call it.
Yeah.
And that could be really tough. So it essentially artificially inflates your numbers on Zwift.
Yeah. What do you think about power from pedals versus your unit, your trainer?
Yeah. And I think for that,
Crank.
yeah, crank or pedal, I think the most important thing is like what that's too low. Is what Emo likes to bring up, which is the same power meter indoors and outdoors makes it seamless for you to be able to find those targets of what you need to ride at, you know, when you're using the same power meter, if possible. Obviously there is a challenge. Like Nathan is a good opposite example, but he's resigned to knowing when he's indoors, his power from his unit, his trainer, is going to be different, and that outdoors he's just gonna reap the gains essentially. So because he doesn't put
Kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, because your outdoor bike doesn't have
Pedals are on tarmac.
Yeah.
And I feel like the pedals are 10 to 12 watts higher.
Yeah. So it's hard. So if you're out, right, and you're on the rivet, and you're steady, and you're trying to catch, and it's showing 300, but you're indoor 290, as long as you know the differentiation for those times when you have steady efforts, that's where it's useful to put that bike onto your smart trainer and to do a test, and then we record both and see what the average differences are at fat max, threshold, VO2, and then if they're close, they're close. Yeah.
Use the DC Analyzer tool?
I don't. It's not that specific. It's more like you have to get a feel for it. I mean, we could get watt to watt, but if I told you it was 7.5 watt difference, I'd just round it to 5 or 10 and be done with it, you know? Because you're not going to be like, okay, I'm writing 286 plus 7, that's 293. Okay, so
carry the one.
Yeah, carry the one. Or what do our kids do now? They're like, that's 110. Move that 110 over, and then they do all that crazy math.
Although I saw our international ratings for math were going down.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
This is a good workout.
It is. So I think between taking a close look at differences, I don't think it's better or worse. I think it's consistency with your goals and what you want to do outdoors. So if it's close, and like what Themo does with gravel, like at the end of it all, it's really, he only looks at numbers. And even for you, when there's long, steady climbs, otherwise you ride by feel. But when you're trying to dial in, that you want to make sure you're at a pace that you can maintain with your fuel, and then maintain over a long period of time. There are goals, you know, you got to look down. No, I can only go so long and fuel for so long at this pace, you know?
Yep.
So there was some interesting math. Here you have it. So at fat max, let's say that's close to the crossover point at 50% fat, 50% carbs, you would still need to have to put in 80 grams an hour of carbohydrates to just maintain fat max metabolism, fat max levels. So that's 57 to 65%. So 70%. and you really can't put in more than 80%, right? You know, I mean 80%, 80 carbs per hour.
Yeah.
So then, science tells you that you can't average more than 70% on the high side of your FTP hour after hour after hour, because you wouldn't be able to refuel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IV time.
And a lot of us have felt this. You know, your 3-hour ride and you're at 0.85 and you're like, man, I cannot eat enough. So like, conversely, let's go up to threshold. So threshold, even just tempo, go up on zone. 142 carbs per hour to maintain 90 to 95% of FTP. Yeah, science. I know. Good morning, Owen. Thanks for joining in. Good afternoon. Good morning, Flory. Good evening to you there in Saudi Arabia. Thanks for joining in.
So Jerry says the long route bash does not have the fix.
Yeah.
Are we doing the long route bash?
No. No. I just do this flat
I know what
rolling
you
course. Keep it up. Most of my first degree was biochemistry. Yeah. Not that
Is it true?
biochemistry, not mine. Owen's. My degree is in neuroscience. Has nothing to do with this.
Thanks.
But I guess it does have to do with dealing with complicated personalities. Yeah. So if I rolled, I haven't done this in a while. If I rolled fat max 83%, I'm pretty close to my getting up towards my FTP, which is like what we like to see at the endurance lab too. As you get more efficient at that zone, that heart rate zone, on the good days, your number will edge up towards your threshold, which is great, right?
Yeah, I was about 300 watts there at 83%.
Yeah, see?
My FTP was 314.
Yeah.
So,
and so at that time,
I'm a strainer.
yeah. So at that point, what that tells us as a coach and an athlete is it's time to work the other end of the curve, right? So you've got your muscular endurance side up. We've got to pull the VO2 side up. And that's usually when we switch over to build, and you'll start 30-15s and working on that stuff to pull it up from the other end. But then you'll end up losing.
I feel like for me,
yeah, let's hear it.
well, I feel like for me though, it's more of that 5 to 8 minute and above.
It is.
Power. Because I don't want to do, I love the 30-15s in that, right? But
Yep.
I feel like that enables me to go sprint, which I shouldn't be doing in real life until the end.
Yeah, that's true.
So just trying to figure out where that lies for me.
So
Is it still working up and then working on that 5 to 8 minute power so I feel strong in the attacks and recovery?
yeah, so for some riders, you'll find that, and what we're finding is now the things above threshold are stratified into different zones. And I don't think we made it into your plan, but I think it's race 2. Our plan has like 3-to-1, 2-to-1, 4-to-1. Nathan has done some of them, where there's different powers of VO2 that you target that allow you to recover, fully recover. So what you'll find is that maybe for you, your VO2 zone is like 106 to 115 versus the 110 to 120, which is what we use for kind of our big, global general number. Because 120 at 120 for 8 minutes, you would die. But then,
Pretty much.
so essentially, we back it off to having the athlete solve the problem, which is ride 5 to 8 minutes as hard as you possibly can to have an effort, and then recover and find out what that average is and work on that. And so when the more workouts or intervals that we have above threshold, that's where generalized zones fail us as coaches, where feel by the athlete is king. Me asking you to do, 6 minutes plus at your highest maintainable effort is more effective than me telling you that I feel like you can do 118 if we haven't tested in such a way that it tells us what you could actually do for how long, right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
And so as we do some of more testing and explore things, we could do it in a general manner as long as we've explored all those other options, which is built that endurance base, that low cadence work, that muscular endurance aerobic zone for several weeks to really build that. But VO2 strengths even don't last for very long. You're talking on the terms of weeks. And then even the higher end stuff, like your anaerobic stuff, even lasting on the term of getting your anaerobic strengths up as little as 6 workouts in the course of 2 or 3 weeks, and only holding on to it for the same 2 or 3 weeks after. So, not a whole lot. It's interesting.
Yeah, I didn't follow the plan like I should have with all the sugar stuff, so if I would have stuck to it. It's hard to kind of jump in and jump out.
It is. It's
not have those
life.
good.
It's also life, right?
Yeah.
Close the windows. Didn't even code her. He's not running too hard. New computer's been good for you?
Hey, it's been great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Did you used to park a car where you were out in the garage? I forgot. You had 2 cars in the garage before, right?
Sorry, inhaling.
And I saw
Yeah, I
that.
used to park my truck there.
Okay, so it's outside for a little bit.
Yeah, my truck's right. It's outside line, yeah.
Yeah.
Really do construction.
Yeah. What's the timeline on that?
Looks pretty good though. I've got more stuff here than I ever had this close.
I know, I saw the
Got
picture.
everything.
Yeah. Saw that.
They say 2 months it should be substantially completed is the contractual language. For more details.
And the kids are home during this, or are they doing a little bit of school? I forgot.
They're all home.
They're all home.
Pretty noisy and crazy right now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, you're right. I'm feeling that erg artificial. I don't like it. Turn it off.
Yeah, so
You get that weird cadence where it's like feels like not smooth. I don't know.
yeah, and I like it to one of those humble brags. I liken it to those days I used to race cars, and as cars evolved to have more computers in them, I felt that there was more than one person driving.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I want to say,
Totally.
let me see what year it was. It's a very specific year. I remember getting very angry. Hold on. Evolution.
You just lose that road feel, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
great
let's see.
Great analogy.
Let's see what year this came out. So there was a year I did a year in the Evolution 10. Hold on. A Mitsubishi Lancer. Let me see what year it came out. 16. So around 2016. Yeah. So it's when they added something called a yaw calculation. So as you turn the wheel,
Yeah.
the car would lean, the suspension would respond, and it would brake in different corners to change the dynamics of the car to give you better grip. So I was fighting to lose grip, the car was trying to slow down to get grip, and it was just two people fighting each other during the race. The whole race. It was like, someone needs to get out. Someone needs to get out, because if you want to drive, then you...
It's either you or me.
Yeah, you or me, because we're not going to go fast if we're both driving here. But it was some like crazy...
I'd love to see that internal dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah, I you know, so here, our corner entries for like turn 3 or turn 4. So like, we do the NASCAR straight, which would put you at a buck 30, a buck 40, 50 in the draft. You'll take NASCAR 1, NASCAR turn 2, and then you turn into the infield at like 115, 120, left-hand turn. I'm braking trying to turn. The car is like, too fast, too fast. I'm like, no, we're good, dude. Your car's sliding, it's okay, we're gonna make it. Calm down, calm down. We got it. Yeah. And then, so, it was kind of a hard turn off. We had to get with some of the engineers, but they did build it in. It was literally like you hold the button down for 10 seconds, you tap it twice, then hold it down for another 5, and then it turns everything off.
Yeah.
It was nice.
There's some weird combinations like that, right? With the computers and cars.
Yeah, it is.
It's like the old...
up, down, down.
Up, down, left, right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, you shared that, didn't you, not too long ago on the kids?
I did. That's
Cool.
interesting.
Yeah.
Fisher Price, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. You win.
Yeah, you win. That's pretty nice. So, yeah, for our Twitch friends, thanks for joining us. If you guys got questions about endurance and training, man, drop them in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer them. Oh, nice. New notification. Yeah, we've got good viewers on Facebook too, so if you guys are there on Facebook, then drop a line in the chat, say what's up, let us know where you're from. We're not scary. I do feel like we get a lot of people who watch and chat on Twitch. It's a little different now that you've made the move from Mixer to Twitch. You feel like the interaction when you're on, whether it be us when we get on and you're writing or just random people, do you feel like that's like a different change or game change for you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know about a game change, but there's definitely seems like more people on Twitch. I mean, obviously, I knew Twitch was bigger.
Yeah.
And I think it was a good move. You know, I mean, there's a lot going on, and it's Facebook gaming now and everything.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
I think as we get
It's
into
the easy move.
Yeah, and I think it is. And I think your move to a multi-stream platform and the approach that we've taken, which is, you know, you trying to build up, let's say, your workouts and your rides 1 or 2 times a day, every day, versus us as a team of 12 of us putting like 120 hours in a month is a lot easier to get our name out, you know what I mean, as a group, than
sure.
as an individual, because none of us are streaming. Like, there's guys like Good How Are You, a couple guys on Twitch that do 6 to 8 hours a day, you know, a day, just on there. You can jump on any time, and you can chat with them. It's pretty nuts. And it's cool. They're super nice, and I think people really enjoy hearing their name, having interaction, having their questions answered, and interacting, because it's just that thing that people crave. And you know what's crazy? I was talking to a high school teacher, and I was asking him about virtual learning and webcams and all this, that. I think, hey, so, you know, age of like selfies and TikTok, and he's like, you'd be amazed. None of my students want to run their web camera. And I'm like, you are on Instagram and everything all day showing the whole world, but you will not turn your camera on for your teacher and your classmates because they're self-conscious of like whatever they're doing. It's like,
because they can't touch it up and modify it and pre-screen it before it goes live.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Some of that probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's what our kids are growing up in. I mean, our kids are younger, but still, you know? Wow.
Well, maybe it's a good way to get people more comfortable with semi-real communication. Real time, at least, right? Like, you can't review everything before it goes Because you have your mouth. It's a good life lesson.
It is. Yeah. You can't rewind real life. When you say something mean, that's it. You. Yeah. Totally. That goes back to the same psychology of keyboard warriors. You're never going to see or know the million people watching your TikTok, but it's that person that you're going to see in real person. Yep, that's right, Owen. You got it, man.
Good point.
Yeah. My son has trouble doing video chats when he can't see himself that well. Like, he wants to be able to see himself plus the other person.
Yeah.
And he's a little more relaxed.
Like a monitor?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot, though. I remember doing first broadcast here on Zwift and ODZ Live with Chris Haskell, and Chris Haskell is well-seasoned announcer, and
he's so good.
And being able to put our voices and our faces together out to the world of nobody, not knowing who was watching, but just knowing people were watching is really challenging. Yeah. Owen says, seeing myself, not so bad. Hearing myself, that's another story. This is true. This is true.
Sure.
I think as I speak more, both professionally and I just speak more here, I get more comfortable with the flow of conversation when it's one way, answering questions. Because now I do education events on video through the quarantine, and that was challenging because nobody asks questions, nobody makes facial expressions. It's nothing, you're just talking at the camera. So it's like, I hope you're listening and
keep going.
I hope it's useful. So, and I try to not be like robot. When people ask questions, you know, I'll bring it into the conversation right away, you know? So it encourages people to talk. But, we're coming up on the hour
You and
here.
I are doing the same walk.
What's that?
Oh, I said you and I are doing the same walks, but I was looking at my screen, sorry.
Nice. No, it's good. That's good.
You're a little higher than me.
How much time you got? This is about an hour in.
Got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, sounds good. Just let me know.
2:20.
Sounds good.
20:52.
Yeah. It's good, solid, get on and get off. Here's a question for you, Owen. If you're still there. What is the sticking point to get one of our ODZ riders on Discord to turn their Discord camera on? I know you recently did it. You're pretty dialed in on it now. So let's say a new rider or another rider. Yeah. What is the sticking point? Technology, being afraid to have you on while you ride. Yeah, let us know. Hey, Timo. Yeah, let us know, Owen. Am I gonna get fired? No. The only reason why you won't get fired, Timo, is because you don't have a power meter. So that's okay. We'd rather have you not ride than ride Z-Power. That's how much we all don't like it. Either power meter or don't ride it, or don't ride at all.
It's like if it's not on Charlotte, it didn't count.
Exactly.
If you don't have watts, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Did you know my average speed was? I don't care.
I got a new 60-minute heart rate vest. I don't care.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
I don't care.
Your watts are still 0.
Watts are still there. But I have virtual Strava watts. I don't care.
Have you seen that Apple commercial? Came out straight for the new watch.
Okay.
Oh, it's pretty funny because they're like, she's like, hey, someday in the future, your watch will detect your heart rate. It already does it. Someday in the future, it'll check your O2 levels. It already does it. Someday in the future, it'll tell you when you fall off a cliff and have to get airlifted out with a helicopter. It already does that. Are you kidding me? That's pretty funny.
It is.
She's like, I get it. It already does it.
Oh my god.
No, the new one though just added O2 sensors, which is kind of meh to me. O2 saturation levels are pretty good. Probably most of ours are, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm sure for some people.
That's the new one, right? Oh, here I found the commercial.
ECG is nice, I think, for my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Alright, here we go.
Imagine a future where one day machine learning will give you the power to track your sleep. Imagine.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes? Can I help you?
Yeah, this already does that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Okay, let's try this again. It's all right. I'll start again.
We'll be right there, Owen.
Imagine
Hold on.
one day a tiny device with an optical sensor will send you an alert if your heart rate is too low. Yes? What? It already does that. What? Oh, okay. Well, how about we'll send you an alert if your heart rate is too high?
It already does that!
All right.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man, that's cool. There, that is the power of voice meter and 4 screens. Even got to bring it into
Lost your audio.
Huh? Oh, did you really lose my audio?
I lost the audio.
To them or
For
to
the
you?
ad.
Oh, 30 seconds.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
got I've got it on your Twitch though.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Anyways. Oh, good question, Owen says. Encouragement, inclusion. I'm not shy when I feel comfortable with everyone, but I would have been far too modest or shy to ask. I felt really happy and included when I was invited, and loved being brought in. Yeah. And Jerry goes, and now we get ads in the middle of our streams. What's next, Jason? Hey, if Apple will pay for Endurance Lab monthly dues, we can play ads, and you guys could all work out for free. Later, Timo. See you soon. Oh, people can hear you. You can just talk. John. You don't have to type. That's the one thing. That's the one thing about that was a transition for me too. Typing answers versus just talking. So
yeah. All right. Starting to feel in my calves.
There you go. That's good. That's good. That's the dig deep that we want. That's that muscular kind of fatigue that we want to reach to push that further away. Yeah.
55 cadence.
That's pretty low. That's pretty low. Yeah.
Heart rate 155.
Nice.
It's like 82%.
Nice job. Right in that line. Yeah, so getting to this deep fatigue. The other way we could reach this fatigue, there's a couple ways we can kind of edge it. You can start a workout like this with like a quick 30-15 and then go into muscular endurance, and you'll bring in all this then you'll bring all this fatigue in, and then try to grind it out and just nudge it up, nudge it up, nudge it up. Yeah. Or the other way is for the fat max intervals, like let's say 10-minute blocks, you sprint and then you go back down to low cadence and just nudge it up. There's 100 ways. Hey, Maynard Nate, sorry. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that, man. On Twitch. Tell us where you're from, man. What's brought you to the channel? I know it's John's good looks, probably. Much better looking. Much better
face
looking.
For radio.
Face for radio. Nice. Maynard Nate.
So as you see, I got on the reverse KOM right here, the sprint, I mean,
Yeah.
I got second place on the Strava segment.
Nice. What the?
I missed the KOM by 1 second.
Wayne Fat Max.
97,000 people. That's pretty stoked.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a group ride with an aero helmet. And I did 973 for 20. But I
Wow.
started too late, you know, because the
That's
guy
awesome.
who's got KOM had 200 watts less than me. But he came
Oh.
into it like 6 miles an hour faster.
Wow.
Juice box time?
Yeah. Thanks all the time. The cool thing about that is as people watch the channel, they can, there you go. They can activate those. You can bring those in. And guys like Jerry and Justin, literally, it's copy paste for us other streamers into our streams. It's pretty awesome. He's from Maine. I didn't realize Twitch was on, Zwift was on Twitch. Nice, Vayner. That's cool. Yeah, we're on here, dude. Community's around 23,000 people following the Zwift category. So we always need more, you know. There's some big streamers in this category, which, you know, we're all trying to be. But really, we need viewers, man. So you're a Zwifter too, Maynard? Or Nate, I guess, Nate. Let us know, man. That's cool. Do you jump on and ever watch other streams, John, at all? Through the day, or just kind of ours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switching around. You know, if I got a few minutes, it's so cool to just
See?
that was one thing that's easier on Twitch. Just join the Swift category
Yep.
and see who's broadcasting at the time.
Yeah.
So share the love a little bit. It definitely helps to have someone to cheer for, but it's fun to watch. Right, people are doing it. Get
Yeah.
motivated by them pushing themselves, right?
Yeah. Have you ever got a chance to watch a guy named Bike Beast? Have you come across this stream yet? Asian guy.
Like,
Yeah. Wears like a red headband every day. Yeah. He's fun.
what's
So-
his name? Bike what?
Beast. Bike Beast.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Check him out.
check out.
So Nate used to use Swift last winter when there was snow, but looks like he'll be back to it soon. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Let us know. We're here, man.
We're
Activate
doing
that
it because
Zwift.
the smoke outside so bad.
Yeah.
But just because we love Swift.
Yeah. Let's see what today is. I don't think it's as bad. So 131
We
today.
dropped to 300.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Let's see what it is. What it is where John's at. Man, are you in the valley or just Spokane? What's the better one?
Whatever you like, doesn't matter.
About
Oh,
the
it's
same.
very unhealthy now instead of
Oh, yeah.
278.
278. Yep. 278.
Yeah. Yeah, we were at 499 on Sunday, so. and
Wow.
350 yesterday, so it's getting better. The first time I've seen drop in hazardous since Saturday.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
What we're-
fun, man. I love fatness.
I think it's good.
Felt good.
It's tough to grind out like
Probably like
End of
106% lines.
that's good. Yeah. It's tough sometimes to grind out at the end of the day all on your own, but it makes you feel good like after the morning, you know? Morning workout.
Yeah,
I hear you, Owen says.
and you don't
I
feel
don't-
slaughtered.
I don't want to breathe outside on the West Coast. Owen, I thought you were
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, I thought you were UK. I can't remember, but yeah, it's really bad out here. So
The other
for those
West
on this,
Coast.
yeah. So this is what we're looking at here on the stream. This is my unhealthy for sensitive groups. Let me go back a channel, and then this is oh nope, that's not it. Let's see if I can find John's. There. Yeah, give it a second. Very unhealthy. No, it's faster than Facebook. It's faster than Facebook. Yeah, but it's not as still not as fast as FTL was so nice,
That was one
right?
thing the mixer was good at, yeah. Still was phenomenal.
Yeah. So what we use is you want to see what's going on in the preview screen on OBS, right? 'Cause that's real time.
Yep.
So
I'm
do you-
sensitive, Jerry.
who you calling a sensitive group? Yeah. Yeah,
Profiling us, man.
Yeah, Owen has a friend in Portland. Yeah, I had to cancel a hiking trip. Yeah. Portland, let's see. Yeah, 223.
This is what I call sensitive group right here.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody's a special snowflake.
Technically, I qualified for snow.
Yeah, so Maynard Nate, yeah, definitely follow. Thanks for the follow. You can see a lot of us on here, like Jerry, Owen's on here for Tuesday morning coffee rides. So essentially, this is the channel where you can watch all of our team stream. So come back and visit. A lot of good chatters on here. And then there's Justin. So we have that. What you got in the bottle today?
So, me, this is water. I already finished the accelerated by Pacific
Nice.
Labs. First one.
Nice.
And then I took a couple BCAAs because I'm out of
Nice.
the mix, so I took a couple of these. And then
Nice.
I really like it. This is also Pacific Health Labs Max 2.0. It's
Nice.
electrolyte replenisher. I just took one of those.
Nice.
So this is got your calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium,
Yeah. Nice.
some other stuff in it. But I'm dialing it down, but just, it's 77 degrees in here. Anytime I get above the 70s, I feel like my cramps start to sneak up and stuff. So
Yeah. There you go.
trying to nurse it a bit.
Stuff. Yeah, that power test, it was 88 to 91 during that test.
Oh,
Yeah.
indoors? In the garage or
Yeah, during that,
Yeah.
what is that, Monday test? Yeah. It was
how
something
the
I
heck do
need.
you do that? It's crazy.
Well, today I started at 86. Because the air was under 150, I opened the garage a little bit to bring air. It's not too bad. But the other day was in the 150 plus, and it was just something on the schedule. It's kind of dumb. Not dumb, but it's going to play it by ear. Coach Mike was watching on the stream and letting me know, kind of, let's give it a go, give it a try. And I didn't have the garage open because it was too sunny, and then also too smoky. But it was kind of in the cards. We've been waiting a couple weeks to do the test, so. But yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I've got my hair gets kind of exciting because I got behind here and then garage there too.
Nice.
So
What you need is like a,
right now, I don't really want to do that.
yeah, I know. On a good day, swamp cooler or a big fan in the garage, suck it all in, would be awesome.
Well, I've got it right below me here with an air furnace filter taped on the backside, right?
Nice.
Filtering
There you go.
air.
There you go.
But yeah, I do.
We use the power up during a workout. Sean, you're not in the workout, so that's funny.
Just finished.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That'd be a funny hack. You're like seeing the workout straight in and they throw a arrow helmet down.
You're like, what? What's going on?
Still doing the watts, so I just get a reprieve.
Yeah, you're just like, chill. Move forward. I did buy the SL7 in the game this morning. Well, I had an extra 10 minutes.
Oh.
Looks cool. I like that I
So-
can change color.
Yeah, the new tarmac took out the carbon wheels.
Yeah.
And they put on DI2. So
Yep.
to get the carbon wheels on the tarmac, you got to go up to the $7,000 level. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Versus my tarmac was 4,500. Doesn't have DI2, but it has a good wheel set. They're Robo C38s.
Yeah, those are good.
Right, entry level, but they're good and
Who was
everything. So
Who's talking
actually,
about
like last year's,
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year's
the
got a
setup.
deal. I bought it.
Combo. I think the,
Gorgeous.
like
Yeah.
out the box combos last year were better.
Yeah,
They've
agreed.
had to make a separation in the levels so much this year to make it worthwhile to move up.
Yeah.
Somebody, Silica, I think it was, Marginal Gains podcast, was talking about that. They're talking about SL7 and then the wheel upgrade. Hey Dave Ranson from the ART Live broadcast. Thanks for jumping in, man. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We enjoyed your stream yesterday of the volcano race, having you and John on. If you guys haven't checked out the channel, it's on Facebook. Check it out, KRT Live. Good group of guys. I like that they drink beer and they vape on their stream while they do commentary. That's real life. That's real quarantine life. Oh no. At 1 hour 21, Zwift is starting to glitch. Don't do it. Don't crash.
I'm at 29.9, so I think I'm gonna pull off here. About 30 miles. On day ahead of me.
There you go.
How long are you riding for? You
Oh,
still got a ways to go.
I'm not doing it all. I'll probably just go. I'll just probably 2
Just
hours.
finish in 2 hours.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
You just don't like XP, do you? Like no XP. I'm gonna give
Oh,
myself
do
the
I?
longest ever block.
Oh, is this how it works? Because I'll just get whatever this one interval is. Is that my XP?
Yeah, you just get the entry level. No goal starts with you. Sorry.
Oh, I can count the frames. Stay on menu for about 2 minutes. What? Like this, Jerry? It'll refresh my frame rate. Really, 2 minutes, Jerry? That's a long time. All right. Jerry said 2 minutes on the menu screen, and it'll refresh my. Oh yeah, he's right. Look at that. It's coming back up.
Does it do?
What? What a hack. It's already up.
The refresh the rate what on Twitch or what?
No, it's the game. The game is starting to, the frame rate's starting to go down on the game. Let's see. Look at that. It worked. It worked. Nice job, Jerry. Yeah, he was great.
No way.
Yeah.
Were you visually seeing the frame rate?
Yeah, I could see in Zwift it was starting to slow down. Like my guy was starting to move all twitchy. Yeah. How weird. Yeah, because I could see my GPU is only 20 some odd %, Jerry. That's odd. So a lot of us will run this. See if I can bring it in. What's in this source? Oh no, it's not. It's in chat. The resource monitor. Oops, that's too high.
You pull the do you view the stats from OBS or from
No,
your
from
PC?
from my PC. Yeah. Hold on, I could bring it up on this stream. I just need to change captions. There we go. So I'll just bring it up here. So GPU is running around 61% there. CPU about 60. About 8 or 9 gigs usually of RAM. I got my Wi-Fi and stuff. It gives the GPU a break, and then Zwift can catch up. Oh, that's good, man. I like that hack. That's cool. I don't even run Zwift that high. What am I at? Oh, I guess I'm at 1440.
Okay.
A little bit of headroom is good.
Getting-
Yeah, all done?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, man. Thanks for joining in, dude. That was chill. Usually we can't talk during
Yeah.
these.
Leave it to me to give you the be able to talk.
Yeah,
Feel like I'm hanging with Stoker, we'll chill.
there you go.
All right, man. Thank
catch you later,
for the
man.
Support. Appreciate it. Pushing it down.
All right, man.
Pushing it back
Talk.
to 515.
For sure.
Have a good one.
I'll talk to you soon. All right, we got a little bit to go, everybody. Undocumented hack. I like that, Jerry. I like that a lot. We're just gonna roll the Tuesday, Wednesday. I get the power up. Probably roll till my son wakes up here, but having weird encoder issues too. It says that it's over, not dropping frames yet. Peace. Later. Let's see who else is on. I like go for the gold. Goldie should be on around this time. Also. Another 20 minutes, I'm thinking. 2 hours is a little bit left. Well, I loaded the workout just to have time to get it all. And then, what is that, Twitch? You got that, Jerry? You have mods on Twitch? Hey, what's up, Nathan? Welcome, buddy. Welcome back. 789, just woke up, huh? That means early night last night. We're talking about the benefits of low cadence tempo work on muscular endurance. And trying to fight off or find the source of early cramping in races. So there's that. You remember all the pseudonyms? How do you remember? You're old, John. I'm old too. Is there a magic decoder? No, it's your kids. Yes, your kids. What does IIRC mean, son? Oh, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Yeah, see? Did low cadence stuff and the calf twinges near the end. Yeah, that'll do it. You see? You'll identify these weird points. And it's one thing as indoor riders. As indoor riders, you have an opportunity to simulate that sooner and kind of figure out earlier on where those issues are. Hopefully iron them out. It's one of the reasons why people feel indoor training so hard, right? The muscular, for a beginner, the muscular strength needed is so high, you know? People typically start at a lower cadence. But we're almost at the end of the meetup. I wonder what will happen to my workout at the end of the meetup. We'll see. Eric, have you seen Simon's magic towel thing? It's like a paper towel roll. He can like poke off and he throws away, and then it's like another paper towel roll. And you can like, and then throw it away, kind of like your magic towel. You like, and then it moves out of the way. Yeah, that's pretty funny. So yeah, it takes a minute to get up to 95% here of FTP at low cadence. It takes a minute. Alright, let's see. Yeah, hanging towel. Hopefully that towel gets changed daily. You should make it, oh, Jerry, you should buy green towels. It would make it look like you're wiping yourself with air like this. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Yeah. Today is tempo. It's Wednesday. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, it is green. Oh, just not the right green. That's funny. Oh yeah, that's why it looks black on the stream. Huh? Hey Kev, thanks for the ride on, man. Yeah. What else were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about that 450 million, Nathan, that Zwift got. Let me bring it in. This one. You saw this? You see that? It's Eric Min's talk. He's talking about it. That's interesting. Oh, the little one is green. The big one's black. Oh, see? There you go. I'm liking the SL7. I like the way it looks. Maybe I just like that I can make it more like the color of my bike in real life. Orange, black, and blue. I just need that third color. So we're looking at 60 somewhat percent, 60 RPM here, 95% of FTP, working that high end of tempo, and recovering at fat max for 90 minutes in. You just joined in, thanks man. You got questions about racing and training? Let's chat. If you're new to the stream, let us know you're here. We're here on the West Coast. I'm here in Los Angeles. The air is always smoky. It's been bad. Oh, Nathan, if you're still on here, forgot if you do ERG workouts or not. Last night, Spiral of Death, the VO2 max. Yeah, it happens. It's good to see you working that low cadence, Jerry. Yeah, I think below that 80 comfort number for you. Corinne Rivera, nice. Thanks for the ride on. A bailout button. You do. Arrow up, ERG off. That's the bailout button. Nice, 100 messages. Ooh. That is two. Hey, oh, ERG. Oh, that's a good question, Onyx. So ERG, in a workout mode like this that you see us do, when we have prescribed wattages, you have a choice where you don't change gears on the bike and you pedal, and the trainer will reduce or increase resistance to keep you at that wattage. So no matter how hard you're pedaling, how hard you are pedaling, the trainer will adjust for that target that's given on the screen, that 105 over there, 205 over there. So it allows you to not have to worry about the pedal and just worry about creating the watts. Yeah, for your workouts, yes. Unless you're doing those heart rate rides, right? So you just get on a course and all the trainer adjusts for is the elevation of the road, right? Uphill, more resistance, downhill, less, and you adjust and you feel that. But if it's not a workout, but if it's not in a workout mode, prescribed wattages, that's not, yeah. That's right. Spin bike, I do remember, adapted for Zwift. That's pretty inventive though. That is pretty inventive. You did a good job with that. Man, this tempo, 10 minutes on at threshold, or just sub threshold, and then 12 minutes at fat max, can really go for a long time. I'm only on 10 grams at 135 minutes. No, sorry, 1 hour and 35 minutes. 10 grams and feel just fine. Maybe 15. Yeah, 15 last night. It's pretty interesting. So, for let's say, as a beginner, or someone doing long intervals, you don't want to think. Like, so I'll do like a real chill workout. Let's say Fat Max, Zone 2, something chill. And I'll put ERG on, turn on Netflix, watch TV, and then just pedal. It'll do all the adjusting. If I slow down, it reduces resistance. If I go too hard, it clamps it down a bit, and you get your workout in. If I stand up, it adjusts too. So those are all good. Hey Onyx, have you seen Goldie? Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I feel like Goldie's been getting up later these days. I wonder if he's working already. Talked to him in the middle of the day yesterday. Huh, yeah. So Onyx, you pedal with, 13 minutes. His workout didn't go well. I wonder what happened to his stream. You know, I can look actually on here. Huh. That's too bad. Who's having trouble streaming? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Something wasn't pairing, it looks like, on his stream. Yep. Oh no. That's too bad. Yeah, Streamlab issues. Yeah. Let me see if we got the workout done. Oh yeah, he got the workout done. Went old school. Yeah, looks like he did. Just went old school with the workout and just did it. Can't see the data though, huh? It's weird. Reload this. That's too bad. Huh. Chat is that? That's ready to display. There he goes. Got it. Oh yeah. There we go. 884. That looks good. Steady. Yeah. Alright, looks like we're about there. 5 minutes to go. He does need to pair his heart rate, his Garmin. He gets a chance. He's only going to Zwift right now. Okay, let's work it for him. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Am I going way too hard? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, music just died. Really? Yeah, I do care. It's a weird song. That is weird. Yeah, it died for me too. Huh. I'm such a fan of Strava. Hey, thanks, Owen. That's a weird song. I wonder if I got audited or something. I don't know. On the playlist. I use Pretzel to play music. Pretzel rocks. Yes, I do care. Yeah. It just got really quiet. I didn't even realize. I'm such a huge fan of Strava. You make it outside, Onyx? To do some of those Strava workouts and stuff? Yeah. Good time to work on a stream layout. What do you use Strava for? Just data? You're silly. Huh. Really weird. The restream keeps resetting. Let me do this. If I turn off chat in OBS and bring it back, it seems to fix it. We'll see. I think we're due for an update on OBS here pretty soon. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That works. That makes sense, Owen. Especially with where you send the data. That makes a lot of sense. I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We'll do a spin down. Call it. 7 o'clock here on the West Coast. Air is not too bad. 112. And the garage is open. 80 degrees. I'm happy with that. Let's see who's on. We'll head over there. I think Ria's on. Yeah, she's on. Let me get her screen name. I can never say. I need like her. There it is. Like the English spelling of her name. Yeah. All right, everybody. Stay on. If you're on Twitch, there's a special treat coming, okay? Don't leave. All right? Don't leave. We got one of the funnest Zwift Twitch riders coming up. So do not leave. You just joined in. Did it go? Oh no. Why can't I raid? What happened? Do I need to be on? I can't raid as a mod? Alright, give me a second. 30 seconds. Let me switch over. Do not leave. It'll be worth it. I promise you. How do I not have mods on my own channel to raid? There we go. Alright. Everyone hold on. You will love Ria. Alright, here we go. 1 second. Here we go. Let's head over there. For us on the live stream here, everywhere else, thanks for joining in.